Hey, great Tuesday morning. Great Tuesday morning. Great Tuesday morning. Trying to figure all this out. Good morning. Good morning. It's kind of a trippy deal, but I was actually ready. I was actually here super early, but there's always something that pops up at the last moment. One of the things that I was wanting to do, I was actually considering doing again, not because I have any symptoms or because of anything that's going on, but I thought that I'd do a COVID test. And one of the reasons why I had considered doing a COVID test this morning is because I think I mentioned last night that one of my little girls at church was exposed to COVID. Actually, is COVID positive, and I think what's his name, John White, was the one that had made mention of it. Uh, there are a lot of kids that are being exposed to COVID right now. A lot of children. It's kind of a trippy deal. I decided to see something that I hadn't seen in a while here in Cameron County. We started to produce again uh, the um, the Cameron County numbers, the positive numbers and stuff. And apparently, there's like some 700 cases already, and they already reported one death in regards to COVID. So it's kind of a trippy deal because what's happening is the unbalance of it all, because there's so many cases of COVID, but 80% or something of the individuals here in Cameron County have uh, have been vaccinated. So it's kind of like everyone's vaccinated, but there's still COVID going around. And again, I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned for myself. I wanted to do one of these rapid COVID test situation things, but then thank you, Hillary. I wanted to do one of these COVID-19. I wanted to do while we were on the show this morning. I wanted to check this out to see, but my assistant who actually went through COVID, my assistant stated that you have to wait at least a couple of days after being exposed in order to make sure that you'll get if you are positive a positive result. And I'm a little bit concerned. I mean, not for myself because I'm never going to get COVID, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to do the test. Good morning. To do the test. Uh, on live to see what the process is. Part of the problem is I can't understand those damn instructions, and because I'm still much a man, I do not go out there and read instructions. I will not do that. I can't do it. So I've decided to wait till tomorrow. That way, it'll give it another extra day. Because I did come into contact with my little princess on Sunday, actually Sunday morning. So Sunday morning, I came into contact with her, took a picture with her, actually posted a picture. Came to find out Sunday night, Monday morning, she had tested positive for COVID. We were talking about a 1.5 year old girl, 2 year old. I think she's 1.5. A year old girl with little COVID. It's not a good thing. It's horrible. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for that one thumbs up. Hillary, love you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Papacito. Good morning, Hermosa. Good morning. Where can one find a booster shot for COVID? Let me tell you, guys. Cameron County is offering booster shots. You can get them at Mary Lucia Clinic. Let them know I sent you over there. And for some reason, if they happen to run out, always let me tell you, shout out to Mary Lucia Clinic. I love that place. That place has got some amazing staff members out there. They've always been very, very helpful. So if anyone wants to get a COVID booster shot, please contact Mary Lucia Clinic. The other place I think that might have the booster shots, bro, is the pharmacies. But I would try Mary Lucia Clinic first. I don't know. I have a great amount of faith in them. Amazing people that work there. I love Mary Lucia Clinic. It's over there by the airport. Great people. Good morning. Great show last night. It was a fun show last night. And let me say, guys, one of the things that I hope that we could do is, we don't always have to necessarily talk about everything that's going on in the political realm. And last night was more of a fun little show, and it was cool. It was a cool little show, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate you all noticing. I appreciate you all being present. One of the things that I make mention is that doing these shows is a lot like worship service for me. One of the things about worship service for me, guys, is that I'm the greatest pastor in Texas, and the greatest pastor of north of Mexico, north of northern Mexico. But with that said, not every sermon out there, guys, not every message preached is a home run. I even recognize that. Every so often we're going to shoot a dud. And one of the things that had happened to me as of recent is that all of a sudden I was fell into this little plateau rut, and let me tell you, as that I wasn't batting 100. I like, and one of the things that I do differently than from a lot of pastors out there. Ultimately, when I'm not batting 100, I'll just go out there and say, "See ya." And I end the sermon and I end the message, even if it's been like 10, 15 minutes, and I go, that's it, I'm done. So because I'm not going to put my parishioners, my church members through torture, you know? And let me tell you, I've been to many a seminar, many a sermon, and you could always tell when the individuals it's not there. And a lot of times, what happens is they'll go around and around and around and around in circles, because what we try to do, and I've trust me, I've been there. What we try to do is we try to give it time para poder pescar el hilo, to grasp on, and then to try and catch on to the message that we wanted to give or had prepared. Doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes at one in a blue moon, you'll grasp on and hold on, and then move forward. And most of the time you won't. Most of the time you won't. And so you've got to learn when to let go. And this happens a lot, I think, with a lot of the different podcasts that are out there. They're not batting 100, and I'm hope to God that they realize that they're not batting 100, and they keep on going and going and going in circles. I'm not going to do that, guys. When when we do when we're having a horrible show, you better believe I'm going to let go and say, just came by to say hi, guys. So, guys, I said, just came by to say hi. You go, you do your piece, and then you say goodbye. But last night's show was really amazing. It was a kind of a trippy situation, because I had actually thought that I was going to do a short show last night, and not because of anything other, but I did need to go get some Duralax or something, that stool softener crap. And let me tell you guys, I took two of those gummy Duralax stuffs, and I drank a big old jug of water. Did not work, unless I had absolutely no crap in me. But I nothing came out. So I'm gonna try it again tonight. But last night, dud. Woke up this morning and no movement. It's not a good thing. But it was a great show. I appreciate, one of the things that I think is kind of an awesome thing is last night we did have a studio audience, and I think that that's kind of awesome. And that's actually where we want to take these shows, is to where we have a studio audience, and by a studio audience, I mean be able to have the show up here in front and have a little area where people could just come in and just watch it live. And I appreciate my friends that came in yesterday to watch it live. I was telling Maggie it was a kind of a trippy deal because last night, a couple of minutes, 5 6 minutes before the show, I get a knock on the door and going like, don't people realize I'm doing a show at night? And sometimes it's the other day it was this guy that washes cars. He's out there washing cars because that's what they do, and you know was knocking at my door at 10 o'clock at night after the show. And we're like, don't knock on my door at 10 o'clock. And I gave him a stern little rejection. And from then on, I continuously reject him. I do not want him washing my car or coming by because he came over at 10 o'clock at night. So last night, I was getting ready for everything that was going on. And all of a sudden, I hear this knocking at the door. And it was Katie, you know? And I'm going like, ah, you know? And they were knocking at 5 minutes for the show. So they said, I said, we came, we wanted to be part of the studio audience. And I said, come on in. And they sure as heck came in. And it was a cute little show. Morning, Sam.
Hey, good morning, man.
El Gallo saying we had a good show last night. And I thought it was kind of cool show last night.
Good. I'm trying to remember which part.
Well, I think
No,
what
but
happened,
it was good. It was a good conversation. It was,
I think the hour just went that flew by, no?
yeah. And I actually like when Maggie's there because it kind of gives a balance. Because she has like, because if it's just us, we're like, like it's like how they say it's more right. But
Yeah.
but that's like what I was mentioning. I commented on a friend's page about the whole Roe versus Wade thing, and they're like, "Oh, what do you care?" I'm like, "Dude, it's not that I'm like attacking. I'm not attacking anybody. I'm just like, I'm trying to see your point of perspective. I'm trying to tell you my point of perspective, but they get all personal. But
I think that's
for me,
part of
it's
the
always
and honestly, Sam, I think that's part of the problem. Part of the problem is that these people, man, they take it como que si if you're insulting their mother, bro, and
yeah,
that's what's trippy because I see that pásale, in a lot of the like the gringo people, Anglo people. It really really trips me out that and what really trips me out is that it's these Anglo white people from up north that they get all this little puffy pissy and stuff, and they start to go into this little ranty stuff like, oh, okay, you're hateful. It's like I'm having these conversations with these people on Joe Biden presidential page because I like to poke the hornet's
I can
nest.
just imagine your arguments there.
Well, I go out there and I'm saying like, because he's out with a G7 and talking about Russia and all this other kind of like, well, what about the invasion of our borders? Our illegal aliens coming across, and then everyone goes into this little frenzy, and then you got people from Oregon, you know, Portland, Oregon, saying that, well, that's not the way the border is. And we're like, I'm right here. You know, you're in Oregon, you know,
It's
you are.
like telling it's like telling us about the war, and you're like, no, that's not what the war is. And then he's like, I'm over here from. How can you tell me how the war is not?
Yeah.
If,
The
like,
closest thing to people in Oregon have in regards to a border is Canada. No one from Canada is rushing to
and it's
cross the
not the
border
same
to
type
come in.
of water.
Yeah. They're not rushing over to come to Oregon, but you got to better believe that hundreds of thousands are crossing over into Texas. And that's ultimately what we care about. And again, not that we don't care about Oregon, we just don't want to be like Oregon. We don't want to be like California
Yeah,
either. We definitely don't want to be
it's
like
not
New
the
York.
same scenario.
No, and it's kind of a trippy deal because a lot of the things that they should worry about their own crap out there. It's like I Sam just disappeared. It's like with all these people out there. that like from Chicago, that want to, are all upset about Second Amendment and the right for individuals to be able to defend themselves. I'm going like, really? And they talk about Texas being a shooting state. I go like, really? I mean, y'all have more murders, y'all have more deaths, shooting deaths in Chicago than we could ever even dream of, man. I mean, it's just pathetic. I was talking about the people from Chicago, and all these other woke cities, Democrat-led cities that are out there, all pissy about Second Amendment and stuff. They're the ones that have the crime problem out there. Every weekend you get reports of individuals getting shot, innocent bystanders getting shot all over their place. We don't want to be like Chicago. We don't want to be like Oregon. We don't want to be like California. Definitely don't want to be like New York. And let me say, I love New York, man. You know, actually, I'm trying to figure out to plan out a weekend to go to New York because I want to go to the theater. But I don't want Brownsville or Texas to become New York. It's crazy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. My wife works with doctor, and she says that the people are coming out positive after 4 days after their first symptoms. If they do it the first day they came out negative, they come back later, they are positive. Yeah, that's just what my assistant just stated to me and said that I just need to wait. And I said, okay, but I'm not concerned. Again, I did come into that close contact with that little girl and took a picture with her, right next to her and stuff. So, and it's weird, Sam, but that's the closest I've ever been in contact with COVID. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
Have your kids or
but
anyone close to
like
you gotten
I
COVID?
don't know how it gets. No, well, I don't know. I know my mother-in-law had it, but she was like quarantined, and it was just like everybody stayed away type of deal. But I haven't caught it, or haven't been close to anybody else.
Well, it's just a trippy deal. And again, I pray for my little princess. I hope she's okay. Good morning. Good morning. CVS, Sam's Club, Walmart, HEB are offering booster shots. Thank you. That's good to know. I actually sent. I think right now one of the things that is tripping everybody out at here is that everyone was in close contact to this little girl. So your tia Alicia, Sam, is going like, "Ay, a lo mejor ya me tocó el COVID." I'm going like,
Most of it is just mental.
I, let me tell you, at
Like
this
when
point,
you
I was
start like, oh, like am I feeling anything? And it'll play games, mind games with you. But I don't think so. It could just be, I don't know. Like the person could have COVID and not spread it as easily.
it's crazy. That's a fact, Jack. Love you. Buenos días, Erasmo. La mejor predicación es la expositiva. Déjame decirte que la ayer fue temática. Because lo que hice fue que dividí en tres diferentes segmentos. El primero hablaba de la muchacha, el segundo hablaba de la vestimenta de Naamán y la tercera, ayer, es la buena, es plantar sobre buena tierra. Did you get a chance to see it, Sam, or no?
No, I didn't get a chance. I'll look into it. You
It
said
was
it's
good.
under.
I actually shared it on my page. It was really
I'll
good.
look
I
into it.
actually watched it again today. Feeling like a panda,
I remember
very
that song. Panda, panda,
balanced.
panda.
I don't remember.
No,
Good morning. Good morning,
you must have been too
Eduardo
young.
Petiga. Yeah, exactly. Let me tell you, it's kind of a trippy
Trippy
deal.
deal.
100%. It is. Let me tell you, I'm not into the COVID thing. Let me see exactly. COVID is out there, positive galore. Flu too. You have most likely been in close contact with COVID. You just don't know it. Yeah, you're right. But this is the first time that I ever can confirm that someone close to me had COVID. And by close to me, I mean like I was actually had them in my arms. You know. So yeah, you're probably right in regards to being in contact with someone or other that has had COVID. Just never never came close. Uh, Sam, where are the audits?
Somehow I knew you were going that way. Um, I have no idea. You would think it was like already we are already past mid June because first it was mid May, now it's mid June. There's nothing on on their page. It'd be nice to post on their page. It'd be like, hey, what other audits like gonna come
Well,
out?
a lot of the things that I don't know. I mean, you were keeping track of them because you were still being hopeful. A lot of the things that we were promised by
Yeah,
the city commissioners and the mayor, and they just haven't come into fruition. We didn't get reduced electricity bill. We didn't get the audit. We didn't get the town halls. Uh, we didn't get the bus stops. I mean, they're not batting 100, Sam.
they do
We didn't
mention
get
something about like having assistance programs. Um, but not the thing doesn't show anything regarding like the audit.
We'll wait for August of 2023. You know what my big concern is? My big concern is that they actually already have the audit, Sam, and it's so horrible that they've trying to figure
They
out
don't
how
want to
they're going to
relay the
cover it.
information.
Yeah, it's so horrible that they just are trying to figure out how to cover it up, and that's what really should infuriate everyone. I truly believe, guys, that they received the audits months ago, but because of the content of it, we're never going to hear from it. And what's going to happen, Sam, is I think that from then to here, they've been working on fixing the language of it, you know, in order to
Yeah,
make it sound halfway decent. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Because,
They're just gonna reward. They're trying to reward it so where it doesn't sound as bad as like what really happened. But and like because they did have like two types of audits, didn't they? They had like the internal, and then they had like some. They brought somebody else, or they had brought somebody else from the outside first, and then they were like, "No, we're gonna do an internal audit."
well, either one, whatever that is out there is going to be redacted, is going to be, and what really, and I can almost guarantee you what they're going to do. They're going to say these are the findings of the audit, and that's all we're going to get. We're not going to get the complete audit. You know, as there, and by that, what it does, it really is just limits the amount of information, the complete information that we could have gotten in regards to what really is going on with the city.
And I'm still waiting for the whole. Your payments are gonna go down.
Substantially, that's what Mayor Mendez said. Substantially go down. It was a lie then.
Like, why even say that if you're not 100% sure,
Well, it
or
was
how far from now is it gonna go substantially good low? You
no.
know?
Well, he promised this next month, this month of June, it was going to go substantially low. So I want anyone out there whose whose bill has gone substantially lower, let us know. And if you're on YouTube, those 30 people on YouTube, please like the page. It helps. Harjan is going to have a town hall. Yeah. One of the things that the incoming mayor, I can't remember, it's a female, I can't remember her name, but one of the things that,
Normal?
was it Norma?
Think
One of the
so.
things that she promised was to have these town halls, and she was the one that posted promises made, promises going to be kept. we're going to take your input and we're going to share directly your information. Sam, when politicians have nothing to hide, these town halls, when they're not regulated, are a great thing. Para los que no tienen nada que esconder. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Brownsville is not in that situation. I mean, look,
Nope.
everything's chaotic, bro. I mean, and again,
Brownsville is so bad that they have to come up with an answer every time you ask a question. They're like, "We'll get back to you. Hold on."
well, it's really, really, it's like they sound like when
We can't take
Daniela,
your call on live.
it's like when Daniela Lopez went out on AOBE on that little uh, thingamajig that they did,
The little podcasting.
that podcast live thing. Let me get back to you. Let me get back to you. Let me get back to you. I said, bitch, what are you doing? You don't
You're gonna
have
say that
any
to all
answers?
the questions.
Yeah, the only answers that she had were the questions that they had already given her,
Yeah,
you know? And again, why do you want an elected official like that? They're not going to be giving you answers. And that's just unfortunate.
that it's like when they reminded us of that town hall meeting from the downtown area, from District, what is it, 3 and 2, that they're trying to have.
Yeah, it's the no 4 and 3.
4 and 3.
Cárdenas and De Los Santos supposedly. But look, Cárdenas hasn't said, and I guarantee you, and again, Cárdenas is a friend of mine. The guy doesn't know what the hell's going on. Could not answer a question to save his life. De Los Santos thinks he knows all the answers and wants to go out there and sell the crap. Unfortunately, no, I think nobody's buying it anymore. You know, and I think what happened is de que se le fue la cabeza because right now he is the most powerful commissioner out there. He's more powerful than Mayor Mendez, but because he's so arrogant in that respect, he thinks he has the answers to everything. He hasn't produced the damn answer, you know. And look, and again, and I like Commissioner Los Santos. I hate the fact that he goes around on his little platform thing. It's like this little circle, where you have this hamster going round and round in a circle. Just give us the facts. Tell us the truth. It's all we want. Just tell us the damn truth. Tell us
Yeah.
what happened to the audit, what really happened to the Tenasca money, what happened to all of our bus stops they were supposed to get, what happened at BCIC, why is the city manager not there? I don't know if you've seen their pages, but they're full of all they are is full of fluff and crap. They haven't addressed the matter with the city manager. Why did
Yeah,
you?
I've noticed that even Joe Lopez Facebook page is now coming up with updates around the county about how he's fixing all his ditches and all this other stuff, and everybody's like, "Oh, thank you, best thing ever."
Joey Lopez?
Yeah,
Where was he the past 3 years? You know,
I
uh,
saw that he also got his endorsement by a certain Brownsville commissioner.
Commissioner Los Santos.
Yeah,
And that's what's really,
which is
really.
understandable because he's a Democrat and he's part of the whole Democrat
But what's funny is
party.
that Commissioner Los Santos plays both sides, and dumb Democrats they can take it all they want. I don't care, but he plays both sides. As he goes to the Republican events and portrays to be himself as a moderate. He's not. He's not a moderate, not a conservative, and not a Republican. Which again, more power to him. But again, goes out there and puts a little sticker of Joey Lopez on his little truck, you know. And again, go ahead and put out that Joey Lopez sticker on your truck all you want. Is that you just went against? And someone asked him here. Someone asked him, Commissioner Santos, did you support Erasmo in the previous race? He goes, I would have, but I didn't. Because it wasn't in my district, or something like that. I can't remember what he said, but I don't care. We did get screwed though. Yeah, I believe you about the audits. Well, yeah.
That microphone is amazing. It picks up on every chew.
Does it really?
Yes.
Does it pick up on every fart? I mean,
Almost. Hey, but it's crazy because as far as we know, is like on the audits, we just know Tenasca, but imagine if like it's picking up other things that it might be happening.
Well, one of the things that I think that one of the reasons why I think that we're not going to get it, Sam, is because it doesn't benefit uh, Eddie Trevino. You see, one of the things that I think is going to come out in that audit is what a piss poor job Eddie Trevino did. I mean, think of it. Eddie Trevino banked, Sam. Apart,
Yeah.
besides, he banked $1.2 million in a year
Wow.
because of Tanasca. So I think it's because we're coming into November. I think it's very, very damning for Eddie Trevino. And I think that's one of the reasons why they're trying to hide the audit. But part of the problem is that they expect people not to say anything, Sam. They expect people not to ask the questions. They expect people to forget about the arena being brought up twice. Commissioner Los Santos out there supporting it, Joey Lopez, Eddie Trevino. They expect people to forget. That is why we got to constantly keep on reminding people, where is the audit? But more power to everyone. I want to have Carlos Cascos on, so hopefully this week or next week, because I want to ask him what his take is in regards to the audit, and does he think that it's actually a way to cover up for Eddie Trevino? Because I'm going to guess that it's very, very damning to the Trevino candidacy for judge again, because it's going to show what a freaking rata he is. And you know what my guess is, Sam, that we're not going to see the audit until December.
Until after the elections.
Yeah, if Vida becomes a Tia Tomasa anti Tom, you best believe Vicente will use that against her.
What's that? What is that? I don't get that. Maybe I'm a little bit out of the loop as far as like Auntie Tom, because you were saying that like, as far as like Ben Carson too, like an Uncle Tom.
I think what look, man, she's Mexican, bro. She's Mexican. She was born in Mexico, and it's not a like oh pobrecita me type of situation. But I will agree with you on something. She needs to move forward.
Yeah,
Let it go. Stop going over and over and over again. In that respect, I agree with you 100%. I mentioned that last night.
yeah.
But Vicente cannot go out there and take jabs at her because she's Mexican. It's stupid. It's just stupid. And let me tell you, if he's going to go out there and post against Maida, which is he's his right to do, again, politics is politics, bro. He
Yeah,
has to go for the
he's gonna get
jugular.
down and dirty.
Yeah, you have to get down dirty. I understand that. At least learn how to spell Spanish, you imbecile. You know, can't even spell vergüenza. Que vergüenza. And I don't get. I mean, the guy's paying thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. To individuals running his campaign. Thousands. I mean, and no one out there can spell vergüenza. I mean, what are you paying all those hundreds of thousands of dollars for? Stupids. Why is the water and light bill mysteriously going up for everyone in Brownsville, Erasmo?
Good question.
Because the ratas. And because we're paying more when they say we're paying less. How much
Like we
federal?
might lower it, we might lower your rates, but we're gonna add another fee to it. It's gonna come up to some like the same.
How much federal money does the government give to Brownsville for improvement? Millions. I want to say billions, but I'll probably be wrong. But millions of dollars. Norma Sepulveda. Fluff, 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 fluff and crap, fluff and crap, fluff and crap.
That's mayor from Harlingen.
It is a great mic. Oh, Norma Sepulveda, the Harlingen mayor. It is a great mic. Thank you. When Erasmo Castro talks, 30 people on YouTube listen, and the arena will come back. Very damning, 100%. All right, this, Judge Cascos, keep on. I think the word audit is being broadly used. It is a financial audit, compliance audit, efficient audit. Has anyone stated the scope of the audit? I don't recall seeing anything specific. Oh, my concern, Judge, is that they probably already have an audit. They
Like
just don't
even if
want
they
to.
have any audit, put it out there.
I just don't think that they like what they found on it, because we all know that Eddie Trevino made a killing, a killing. Who is the better candidate, Mayra or Vicente? 100% Mayra, no doubt. PUB has an annual financial audit with little to no findings. That's concerning. I gotta stop chewing this stuff. My electric bill went up $50. You're lucky. Mine went up 100.
So
And
one
I'm not.
household is 50. How many total households is under like PUB? Which is like it makes an additional million dollars or
Let
more.
me tell you, a lot more. Some households have gone up $200 to $300. It's crazy. And I haven't gotten this next bill, but let me tell you, if my bill hits $400, you better believe I'm going to walk my beautiful behind into the PUB offices and go give them a piece of my mind. Gotta know where to look. That's why we need more individuals out there to start asking for open records requests. I'm actually going to submit a couple more today. I got dicked around by the city of Brownsville with a request that I made in regards to Brian Martinez's text messages to the city commissioners, because this is what was happening, Sam. Uh, Commissioner Los Santos is out there saying, "Oh no, well the money wasn't for Brian." It's a lie. He's lying, and this is what really trips me out. Is that easily lie. I know for a fact that there is text messages from Brian Martinez to at least one commissioner begging them to pass the MIDI money, the $50,000 that the city of Brownsville just automatically decided to give to the MIDI people because it was going to help him out, pay his salary. That's the kind of crap that needs to stop in the city of Brownsville. And look, and the city of Brownsville is dicking me around. After I do what I have to do today, because I got some work to do, I'm going to go out there and call the city attorney. I might even go visit the city attorney and tell him where the hell are my public open records requests. Stop dicking me around. It's Carlos Casco, the Carlos Casco we all know and love. Um, yeah, I hope. I believe an agreed upon procedure engagement should be initiated, focusing specifically on everything surrounding Tenasca, including all professional services. That is where, again, I'm going to put my money on. I will bet you anything that Eddie Trevino does not appear in a positive light on those audits. And we're going to learn how much money he really made. That is one of the reasons why I think these audits have not come out, Sam. Not the new offices. The one on Kings Highway, over there where Oliveira's at. I think they closed on Friday. I can't remember when they closed. Along with invoices, time spent, and fees charged to support for those fees, we should ask under the F Freedom Information FOI, La FOIA, Freedom Open Information, that 1099 is issued to all professionals. That's what we need to ask for. O sea que maybe the judge could get one of his staff members to go ask for that, because it would be interesting. Why haven't we gotten the Tenasca audit? Why is the city of
That's
Brownsville
a
not
good
getting?
question. Like all the 1099s that they give out, like all the contract is like I don't know who exactly is in charge of like all the contractors, but you would want to make sure that none of them are getting like extra kickbacks.
Well, they are. All right, guys. I need to get to work. I actually got someone that walked into my office. I told them to wait, but I think they left. They might come back. They might not. I actually have a wedding to do. And I got hopefully another wedding to do later on this week because I'm a busy man. Sam, tonight 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Guys, have a great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. You still believe in all that crap? What do you do with those audits? Um, Continue to inform people of what's going on and show people what raterio. And again, it's hopefully it opens the eyes of more and more people out there. What a piss poor job these people are doing in power. Guys, see you tonight at 9 p.m. Be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.
Right.